I'm off to see Farnham Castle, which is just down the road from us, and I actually haven't been before, so I'm super excited. I'm cycling along the tree-lined avenue which used to run for miles and connected our house to the castle itself. Reportedly, our house was one of the 7 farms that worked to serve and produce for Farnham Castle. Cows were actually housed in the milking barn just behind our house, and there was an extensive orchard as well. The origins of the castle date to the Norman times in the 1100s, but in 1216 Prince Louis of France took the English throne and occupied both Guildford and Farnham Castle. A year later, the Earl of Pembroke, in his 70s no less, some feat for that time, safely took the castle back. The castle is still used today as a wedding venue, private event space, for business meetings, and most recently, they've started a supper club, which Rue and I attended, and it was so much fun. Imagine a supper club on this lawn in the summer, overlooking the town in the evening sun. In 1378, renovations in the Great Hall took place and include an increase in height and windows in the main hall. Elizabeth I visited Farnham Castle at least 6 times, and the last time was in 1602, only 18 months before her death. The doors to this chapel were a gift from the Sun King, King Louis XIV of France, and the sun carvings are reported to be modelled on his face. The candlesticks were a gift from Windsor Castle, from St George's Chapel, from the late Queen Elizabeth. The cherubs adorning the ceiling all have identical wings, apart from the last 2 nearest the door, whose wings shelter their face somewhat from the draught of the door, which I thought was super sweet. These lead windows are scattered with graffiti dating back to the 1800s. You can see here that Master J. Nye has inscribed his name and cleaned windows 1842. This one looks even older, and this one is a very elegant hand for a window cleaner of the time, I must admit. Now we're in the oldest part of the keep, dating from the 1100s. Windows and doors have thick walls and rounded arches, indicative of the early Norman architecture. There's also an old safe outside the chapel where the chalice and other valuable goods would have been stored. This is the entrance to the old kitchens, and this incredible sofa just casually lying around in the bar was absolutely incredible. I really could have taken this home with me. In the 17th century, poor Bishop Morley went a little mad and decided to live in this cupboard under the stairs as penance for some undisclosed sin, and you can see his Bible here. These are some of the beautiful, stunning rooms you can stay in for weddings and events. Incredible view over our local town, an absolutely epic bath. The castle's architecture is fascinating and reflects changing styles throughout the ages, making it one of the most important historical buildings in the south of England. It has an impressive stone motte and bailey fortress and has been in almost continuous occupation since the 12th century. The large motte was formed around a massive foundation of a Norman tower and then totally enclosed by a shell keep, with buttressed turrets and a shallow gatehouse. Attached to the motte is a triangular inner bailey and a fine range of domestic buildings with a 15th century brick entrance tower. The formidable outer bailey curtain wall has square flanking towers, a 13th century gatehouse and a large ditch. The inner sanctum of the keep would have originally been much taller, and you can see here 2 fireplaces of where the floor would have been. Wonky roofs and incredible views over our beautiful local town. This whole gatehouse is dedicated to the bride getting ready with her bridesmaids, which I thought was absolutely a brilliant touch because I would have loved that myself.